Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of NC-17. I'm Josh. This is Lisa. Before we get started, I would first and foremost like to thank our sponsor, Spin City slash Static Tape. They're out of Muskegon, Michigan. All your physical media needs, DVD, Blu-ray, VHS, whatever you need. On a serious note though, there's uh, you hear a lot of stories about people being bullied and stuff like that, and them, yeah, just not doing good things and stuff like that. So I want everybody, me and Lisa want everybody to know that we don't condone bullying of any kind, whether it be physical, verbal, any kind, emotional, no bullying. So we stand with people who are against that, and that's pretty much where we're gonna go with that. But let's get into the horror, because yeah,
That's our thing. That's what
oh
we
yeah,
do.
that's right. Uh, so you say you're watching a movie. What movie are you watching?
I just got to the end of the movie Old.
Old? Ah,
That was not, it didn't do what I expected, but I really liked everything that like they put in that movie, all the twists. I mean, it was M. Night Shyamalan. I was expecting twists, but yeah, I
uh,
thought that was fun to watch.
oh yeah, it was good. I seen it when it first came out, but I do have it in my collection. But I know that's not hard to believe. But
It's really not.
uh, yeah. So last week we kind of touched on a movie a little bit called and this is a personal shout out for someone. He'll know who he is. But we I kind of touched on a movie called Vomit Slaughtered Dolls and the trilogy. Well, my manager Will, that's all I'll say is Will. I won't give his last name. He kind of gave me, like I watched the first one and I was like, okay, I made it through this. Made it through half of the second one and decided it was a little bit too much for me. So he started giving me shit, like, hey, I can't believe you couldn't stay to watch, like all of it, and I'm like, yeah, there's just stuff in that movie. But I wound up watching the whole trilogy.
Uh-huh.
So, but to be honest, I only watched the whole trilogy because it's only right to finish a movie series. But
Yeah.
yeah, on a special shout out to my manager Will for giving me shit. He's the only one who's been able to stump me in movies, like movies I haven't seen or even heard of. So I give him
Mhm.
credit there. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, other than that, I mean, yeah, I will say check out the trailers. I guarantee just the trailers is going to make you guys not want to watch it. Yeah. Uh, let's talk about. Hmm. So you didn't give us no movies to put, but You did say you're doing something else all the way up to Motor City Nightmares. You're going to watch a different horror movie every day.
Yeah, I did only watch half of one movie though because it was just not really doing anything for me, and so I watched Firefly instead, which is another one of those ones that like I know everyone loves, but for me I just like I never took the time to sit down and watch it, but I finally was just like, okay, Lisa, everyone talks about this. It's only one season, which is another reason I haven't watched Firefly because like I know it's supposed to be amazing and only got canceled after one season. So I'm like, why would I do that to myself? But I finally sat down because I love Nathan Fillion and I love Alan Tudyk. So I finally sat down and started like actively watching it. And I get like 5 minutes in and I'm like, okay, I get the hype. And so, but now I'm doing the thing that I do like when I read a really good book. And it's like, okay, I don't want to watch this because it's so good and I don't want to like have seen it and then like be done with it.
Oh yeah.
So, so that's why I got to watching a movie a day.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
How many movies have you watched so far?
Today is only six. I know it's the seventh, but I've only watched six because I tried watching Skinamarink and it just wasn't doing it for me.
Yeah, that movie
Like
was.
conceptually, that's exactly my type of movie, but
Yeah,
it's a little too artsy.
yeah. No, I agree. I mean, it's like you said, the concept is awesome.
Hmm.
I think this was one of those times where the concept should have just stayed a concept
Yeah.
because the delivery was like I sat through the whole thing and yeah. I want like an hour of my life back, but whatever.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I'm just like, you know what? There's so much more I can be doing with my life right now.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, watching the whole thing, and everyone knows I'm honest with my rates. I'll give Skinner Rink a 2. And that's really low.
Felt
So
like that would have been your rating of it. Yeah. And
yeah,
I started poking around online and yeah, everyone's like, yeah, this just doesn't like people were saying like even the most artsy people, artsy fartsy movie watchers wouldn't want to watch this. And I'm like, and I'm not an artsy fartsy person, you know me. I like my gore.
oh yeah,
I like my gore and I like my trapped storylines and it was theoretically trapped, but just no, it just didn't do it.
oh yeah,
Oh, I will tell you though, you loaned me Ghosts of Mars, which I haven't watched yet, but I was listening to a podcast and they mentioned it. I was just like, I have that movie. I'm gonna that's gonna push me to watch that one next. So
yeah. That was a good movie. Now I won't give you no details, no spoilers, but I will say
mhm,
that going into it, I didn't really have high expectations.
mhm.
Uh,
That's kind of what they were saying on the podcast. Yeah.
you know, but after watching it, I was like, okay, pleasantly surprised.
Okay, yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like I won't even give my rating until after you've watched it, so then I can give it,
Yeah.
a fair shot. So,
Mhm. I think I'm gonna watch that one tomorrow.
all right. Old was good. I have a few takeaways that I did not like of it. I mean, it took a minute for things to really start to come together.
And they kind of laid on the at the beginning, they kind of laid on the little kids wanting to be older. I'm like, I could have done without that.
Yeah.
But it was just cheesy foreshadowing, whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But have you seen Watchers?
hmm
What did you think of that one?
Uh, shoot, it was a long time ago. I do not remember. Remind me of the plot of that specific one.
That's the one where the not to be mistaken for the new one, but there's an old one where it was kind of like the aliens were on Earth watching the humans in human form, and they kind of took the liking to this kid and his family, and
Wait,
they
no, yeah, I I did not expect to like that one as much as I did, but I remember really enjoying that one.
oh yeah.
Uh,
I know we were going to touch on Anna and Apocalypse. Have you watched that one again yet?
oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
been listening to the soundtrack all week too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I All right. I'm gonna let you go first. You give your explanation of why you liked it and your rating, and then I'll give you mine.
I mean, it's a Christmas classic. Let's be honest.
True.
Um, just the fact that they got everything in there and the the bit with the best friend when he's like so proud of himself and then the thing that happens
Oh yeah.
like and you never expect that to happen with like main cast but of course it does because it's a zombie movie
True.
and just you fall in love with all the characters and there's so many layers to it like it's comedy it's romance it's horror it's holiday I love everything about it.
Oh yeah. What would you rate it?
That's one of the ones I don't even hesitate to give 10 out of 10 because it's my comfort movie. Like honestly, it got me through COVID. It was like anytime I was feeling really upset during COVID, I would just put on that movie because it was streaming on Amazon Prime for free.
True.
Easily one of my yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I will show it to like anyone I'm friends with. I'll be like, "Hey, I've got this movie I really want to show you. Don't judge me. It's really good."
Oh yeah. It really is good. It really is good. Uh, do you have a favorite scene?
The part where they're the like the first song turning my life around when they meet up in the graveyard.
Yes. Yes. The snowman
That's
scene.
probably my favorite. Yeah.
Yes, that's my
And yeah, the
favorite scene.
snowman scene, obviously.
Oh yeah. Uh, what I find funny about that movie is like it's one of those sleeper hits. Like
hmm
you know it's there, and you're like, okay, how is a Christmas movie going to be a musical, horror, comedy, romance, all of it all rolled into one?
Yeah,
But then I think they made Shaun of the Dead.
that's true. Yeah.
So I mean, it's like if I can like Shaun of the Dead, then there's a chance I can like this
Yeah.
one. And again, sleeper hit. I actually did like it. I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Okay.
Only reason I don't give it a full 10 is because there's certain movies that are like they give you just enough, but they don't give you the whole steak and potatoes.
Okay, fair.
And to me, what I mean by steak and potatoes is like if certain character would have lived and then one would have perished, I would have been more happier that way.
Okay, fair.
But I understand why they did what they did.
Hmm.
You know,
I
uh,
think I know exactly what you're talking about.
oh yeah, and they've found a very very useful way of using a blow up pool.
Right?
Like, and then when that zombie sat on him and pissed on him,
I know.
I'm like, what the
That
hell?
gets me every time.
Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good. Yeah.
And can we just talk about the juxtaposition of no such thing as a Hollywood ending and both the characters who sang that turned into zombies?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. I think about that frequently.
Oh yeah. There's another movie, and I know I have it in my collection somewhere in here, called Dance of the Dead.
Dance of the Dead. I've got that on my watch list right now.
Yeah, that actually turned out to be pretty good too.
I was gonna ask your opinion on that before I watched it, yeah.
It was pretty good. Definitely check it out. Check it out
Okay,
before
yeah.
Nightmares, because that
Yeah, yeah, I'll make it a point to watch that before Nightmare so we can talk about it.
Oh yeah. Speaking of nightmares, so since this month is Motor City Nightmares, we will be doing an episode to well, obviously today, and then next week, and then we're going to take a weekend off because we're going to be doing 2 live episodes at Motor City Nightmares. So you will be here for the next 2 weeks.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we'll be here for the next 2 weeks. My phone just did something stupid. Let me move that over there.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to be fun. But
It's gonna be awesome, yeah.
I want to touch on a movie. I don't know if you've seen it called Vamp.
Again, yeah, no, if it's a vampire thing, I probably not.
Yeah, it was. It's an older movie, and it's more of those cheesy kind of. You're going into a bad part, and But another sleeper hit. I would definitely say watch it. But
Okay.
yeah. Are there any movies you want to talk about?
No, I want to talk about it in the apocalypse. That was my whole thing for this week.
Oh yeah. Uh, I did like the blonde headed girl.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely my favorite character in that movie.
Yeah, and just the way how she just casually drives up. You guys want to get in or what? I was like,
The sass, I love it.
oh yeah, but I don't know that principal though. That dude, ooh, he was his song too. His
Yeah.
different, especially if you witness stuff like that in school. You had a principal like that.
Mm-hmm. I, yeah, definitely.
It was good though. So I would put that. Would you put that as a zombie movie? Because it is zombies. Now this is a conversation that I've had with a couple of people. Some will say it's a zombie movie, but not put it with a Christmas movie. Some would say it's a Christmas horror, but not put it with a zombie movie. I'm like, it takes place at Christmas time and it's a zombie movie. That makes it a Christmas zombie movie.
Listen, if we're allowed to call Die Hard a Christmas movie, we can call Anna the Apocalypse a Christmas movie.
I'm one of those ones who believe Die Hard is one of the best Christmas movies ever made.
I mean, yeah. My family and I watch it every Christmas Eve
Oh yeah,
without fail.
oh
So
yeah. My wife, on the other hand, she's like, no, that's just an action movie. Okay.
it's no, it's a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah. I mean, the main theme song is that one. The weather outside is frightful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, I do karaoke, but I don't sing. I suck at singing. So, uh, yeah. The ex boyfriend though that was in Anna
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, he's a piece of work.
I mean, toward the end, did he kind of get a redemption? That's
I mean,
debatable.
yeah, a little bit.
But uh, I want to say yes and no because he's still going to be who he is,
Hmm.
but he did go out his way to make sure certain people lived.
Yeah.
So
Like it's like zombie apocalypse changes people.
you would
Like
know.
you right? No, like your true colors are still there, but you have to make certain changes to your personality in order to survive and not just be pushed in the hallway with the zombies, let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's funny about that is like the soundtrack was all written solely specifically for this movie.
I know, it's wild. Think about
You know,
that. Like
and
even the one song that she does for like the talent show, like that's movie specific.
oh yeah, yeah. What I do like though is like not only was the music good, the acting was good, the violence and gore was good,
Hmm.
but the way they filmed every scene just kind of fit, especially when she was walking out of her house singing and everything's going on in the background.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, when the dude falls out the window, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see.
Uh-huh.
But they
Yeah.
did it like right when she walked right past it. I'm like, all
Right
right,
past it. Yeah, then it happens.
that was cool. And then I don't know when they were in that one room right before what happened with the best friend and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, I kind of knew that they were some of them weren't going to make it out in one piece. But it happens. It's a zombie movie, so
But yeah, again, it's that question of like when you get bitten and you know that you're bitten and you're about to turn, like how much would that mess with you mentally? Like you're just like, I know it's gonna happen, but can I fight it? Like
uh,
that's just my
well,
favorite thing to conceptualize. Like, would you try and fight it or would you just give in and like how would it feel?
that's true. That's true. I mean, let's look at The Walking Dead. A couple people got bit, and they just cut off those parts that were
Hmm.
infected, and they still lived.
Yeah,
So I mean, you never know where
yeah.
that person got bit. Maybe if they just amputated that, maybe he would have lived.
Or what would that even work? Like, or would you just freaking like cut it off and bleed out? Or, like, unless you had a lightsaber that cauterized the wound, like
Right.
not to mention death troopers or whatever, but
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, it was a good movie. I mean, definitely in my top 20.
yeah.
I can't say top 10 just yet. I have to watch it a couple more times.
Mhm.
You know? But definitely in my top 20. And
That's right up there with Dead and Breakfast for me.
Dead and Breakfast, like, you know what? We should do a double feature of those movies one day.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
And I actually know my
They
wife
both have
will.
music in them. It's perfect.
Yep. I'm sorry, but like I love the song in Dead and Breakfast.
Mhm.
Like when they start doing that, I'm like, it's so cheesy, it's awesome.
It's so great. I'm just like, is this happening?
Oh yeah. You know, what I did like about Anna and the Apocalypse though is like for a zombie movie, the gore was there, but they didn't overdo it and they didn't
Yeah,
underplay it.
yeah.
It's
Like just enough.
yeah. You know, it wasn't like I mean, Evil Dead was bloody.
Yeah.
So I mean it wasn't blood like that, but it wasn't blood like the old 70s movies where there was very little, if any.
Right. And it wasn't like Terrifier level bloody either.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of Terrifier, though, part three comes out in October, and we got some exciting news about that later on that I will share with everybody when we get closer to the date.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, I mean, what was your favorite song?
Uh, Probably Soldier at War.
That is a good song. That is a good song. Uh, I'm actually gonna go with the one where she's walking, her and her best friend are walking to the cemetery.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with that one just because that happened like literally right before my favorite scene.
Fair,
So, it's
fair.
like I got a serious sunburn. I don't know if you can see that.
Oof, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, no, we went to a Taco Fest in Royal Oak today.
You know what? One of my favorite bands is playing there.
Oh, yeah. We went because my wife loves Mexican food, and yeah, she ate a lot of Mexican food. Yeah, I had like actually, I think I didn't even have Mexican food. I had a brisket sandwich and a Barilla egg roll. So, but it was fun.
Yeah, no, there's a ska band that I like that was playing there today that I didn't know about until like 20 minutes ago. I'm kind of bummed.
Oh,
But
uh, yeah, that's it was fun. We had some. Well, they're all upstairs in a food coma right now because they all ate. But I was there mostly for the wrestling. So,
you know, that somehow doesn't surprise me, Josh.
yeah. Oh yeah. So Anna Apocalypse. All right. So, what was your least favorite part of the movie?
Uh, my least favorite part is a spoiler, so I don't know if I can say.
Yeah, I mean you can because it's been out for a while, but there's probably a lot of people out there who haven't seen it.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, it's gonna make me just look like a child, but I don't like when the dad gets bit.
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I can see because you're close with your dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out to dad again.
I know.
You saw he commented on the last video, right?
Yeah, I'm like, come on. He legit texted me. He's like, "Hey, did my thing post?" And I'm like, "Yes, Dad, it's there."
I mean, that's cool though. I mean, it's like you can kind of take that from the movie, like, okay, her and her dad were close. You and your
Mhm.
dad are close.
My dad's literally downstairs right now on a VR call with his ADHD buddies that he knows from like England or something.
Oh, dang. Hey, that's cool though.
That's great.
Yeah. Uh yeah, that was a downer. I would say my least favorite part was when they were in the teachers lounge and the one couple get
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happens. And the reason I say is because I was actually cheering for them to make it,
Yeah, me
but
too.
I was kind of like, well, that's a spoiler, sorry.
No, I know, but like that's kind of that's to be fair, I referenced that earlier when I mentioned the Hollywood ending bit, so yeah.
Yeah. And then Soldier of
Yeah, no, that part's more guttural though, like gutturally sad because it's those two. Yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah. I will say though, like this movie did come up with some inventive ways of like ending things, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like, did they really explain how it happened? No, and what's weird is in a lot of zombie movies and TV shows they don't explain how it began.
Yeah, it's weird. They
But
just kind of accept it as their new normal.
oh yeah, and rumor has it they might be making a part two.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That's a rumor though. So, but the girl who played Anna, she has gone on record to say that she will make as many of those as possible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like, you know, I mean, that kind of put her in the forefront of everything.
Hmm.
But it was a good movie. I can name one person who I know has never even heard of the movie. And that's my someone I know named Craig.
Okay.
Yeah, and when I tell him that I shouted him out in this video, he's going to be like, "Yeah, that's true." But he's a good guy though. No, what I like doing is like people who haven't seen these movies, showing them, and then like now they have a broader outlook on movies.
Yeah.
And like you said, and I swear on everything, all my movies, and I got a lot of them. I watch that every Christmas also. It's like Christmas time comes and I just pull out all my Christmas horror and
Hmm.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah. I got a
Yeah.
stack of Christmas horror right there.
Oh yeah. Here's a question that's not related to Anna and the Apocalypse, but it's it's a weird question. In some way, shape, or form, is Home Alone a horror movie or a suspense thriller?
I think, yeah. No, honestly, when I was a kid, it terrified me. Like, I would not watch that when I was little.
Well,
Because no, like I know they don't intentionally leave Kevin, but at the end of the day, like they were really mad at him the night before they left for the trip. So watching that as a child, you feel like in a sense he did kind of get left behind on purpose.
oh yeah. And then on top of that, like you're a young child and people are trying to get into your house.
Hmm.
Now he did flip mode on them and take them out, but the thing is like everyone's like, "Oh, that's a holiday classic comedy family movie." Maybe I just got a warped mind from all the horror I've seen, but I don't look at it like that.
Yeah, no, it's super dark.
Oh yeah, but
There's a meme about it being Die Hard for kids, and legit, yeah, it is.
yes, yes, yes. I'm looking at the Funko set my wife got me for Christmas, hanging on the wall, and I'm like, yep, they got what they deserve.
For real.
Yeah. But back to End on the Apocalypse. So, who would be your least favorite character?
Probably the ex-boyfriend, just because he was so full of it.
Oh yeah, I'm going to 100% agree with you because when him and his friends showed up, I was like, wow, that's the dude that's out there trying to prove his dominance over everything, including the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, yeah, for real. Like he's so just like, oh, I'm all that.
Oh yeah, yeah. But again, he, toward the end, I guess his redemption
Yeah.
started coming through. But he's kind of like I don't know. Yeah, he seems like the type of person that would definitely try to survive by taking control of everything.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know about all that, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
So full of it.
Oh yeah. So you gave it a 10. I gave it a 9.5.
Yeah.
Uh
No, yeah, no, I feel that. There are bits about that movie that aren't perfect, but again, it was my comfort movie, so I give it a 10.
oh yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's definitely a different take on the zombie apocalypse. Because you don't really see that many musicals that are zombie apocalypse. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen one that's a zombie apocalypse musical.
No.
But I mean, if you really look at it, though, didn't it remind you of Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shaun had his core group of people. She had her core group of people, and like his best friend died, and spoiler, her best friend died. It's kind of like so many similarities, and you know, the one thing though is like as much as people try to be a hero in that movie, her best friend was the true hero because if it wasn't for him, she would have died.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, and he got to see what both sides, was like human and zombie because he, at the end he's, just I'm like, at least he wasn't trying to kill nobody.
Yeah.
But no, it's yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of zombie movies out there right now that are actually there's not a lot of zombie movies out there, period.
This is true.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's a there's a saying that I was told once. I don't know if I really 100% go by it, but if a movie's worth owning, you own it, right? But if
Hmm.
a movie is worth just a concept, let it stay a concept. When I was told that by one of my friends who used to I used to watch movies with a long time ago, I never really got that. It's like, all right, this movie would be like Nightmare on Elm Street. Great concept, great movie.
Yeah.
That's Alien Apocalypse. Concept was awesome.
Hmm.
Movie was awesome.
Hmm.
You know, so I get it, but then you got movies like Terrell.
Yeah.
Great concept, should have stayed a concept.
Or at least been fleshed out a little more.
Yeah, yeah. But here's a question that was actually sent to me. Was you able to finish your book?
So close. The thing is, works my actual job that I get paid for right now has been they keep calling me in on my days off that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish my book tomorrow. Hey Lisa, do you want to work 9 to 5 tomorrow? No, but I'll be there. Like they're not exactly giving me an option.
Oh,
But next week, I only work 2 days, so next week's the week, and yeah.
oh yeah. Uh, Also, another question that was sent in was, what would you categorize as your favorite scenario? And we got about 8 minutes left. What would be your favorite scenario if you were in a horror movie? Would it be zombies, vampires? I already know the question. I mean, I already know the answer.
I mean, is it bad that it would be zombies because I never leave my house anyway? I would just stay in my bedroom and just like shut the door and just JD and I would just hang out in here and I'd like go downstairs and get some peanut butter and coffee every now and then for sustenance and that'd be pretty much it.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, let's face it though, like the best horror subgenre is zombies. I mean, I'm always gonna go to Return of the Living Dead. I'm always gonna go to Dawn of the Dead, Land of the Dead. Actually, any of the Deads.
Yeah.
You know, I even seen one called Festival of the Dead, which is on Tubi for free. Uh, it's supposed to be a direct sequel to Night of the Living Dead,
Okay.
but I was like, I don't know how that could be a direct sequel when you got Dawn and Day, but whatever.
I don't know.
But I mean, it was good. It was good. Yeah. Uh, Next week, so we got 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. Next week, what would you like to talk about? Would you like to talk about a movie or just talk horror stuff in general?
Um, I mean, I could update everyone on what other movies I've watched come next week.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Yeah, I watch a horror movie every day of my life, so.
I do know that, yeah. I'm getting there.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
about to watch Bodies, Bodies, Bodies on Paramount Plus.
Oh yeah. I actually seen that one. We'll cover that somewhat next week too.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna give you if it was good or anything. I seen it too.
I have no idea. Like, it was one I was gonna watch with my ex, so like I had to keep putting off watching it, and then we're broken up now, so I get to watch it on my own. Yay.
There you go. I would like to announce though that at Motor City Nightmares again, we will on the 26th, 27th, and 28th. We will be doing 2 live episodes. You never know who might show up. Might have some surprise guests or whatever. Uh, we will also be doing another showing of a movie. We got to decide which one first in a movie theater later this year, and then yeah, I don't know. It's just this is the time of year where I'm in full fledged. Let's go get that stuff taken care of. So Lisa definitely has a great book out right now. This just in, a zombie novel. Go on Amazon, pick it up, purchase it. You'll love it, and you'll love her for writing it, just like we all do. Special shout out to my manager Will again, and to Craig, who we call the engineer, because he's an engineer. But whatever. uh, Other than that, it's been a great show. It's been a really good show. I've thoroughly enjoyed talking about Anna and Apocalypse.
This was fun, yeah.
I will again say we do not condone any form of bullying.
No.
If you're a bully, you need to stop because you don't know how much damage you're doing to a person. And it's sad that there's stuff like that goes on in this world, but we could say no as much as we want, but at the end of the day, they're gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank Spin City slash Static Tape, who's been at Days of the Dead Indianapolis all weekend. If we did this on Friday, probably would have been a little bit better, but I would like to thank them for being our sponsor, and you will be seeing Harrison live because I am going to be honored and privileged to interview him again this year, or this month.
So,
So we'll be back next weekend. Uh, Probably Sunday. Sound good still?
yeah.
About the same time. We may be live. We may do a Zoom.
May
All
not, yeah.
depends.
I've got a cold, so I didn't want to be in person today.
Oh yeah, nah. I appreciate that. So we got about 3 minutes left. Lisa, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans out there that are going to see this?
Uh, yeah, no, just thanks for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun. I'm having a great time hanging out with Josh.
Oh
And I was smart today, and Ginny's downstairs and I'm upstairs. So,
yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna have to get your dad on the show.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's totally down for that. Yeah.
You know, get him on the show, and we'll talk about whatever movie you guys want to talk about,
Yep.
or just whatever.
Well, he's listening to that book that I was talking about last week, so maybe we could discuss that.
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah. I'm actually listening to Stephen King's It, and I did not know it had 36 discs.
He's prolific.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm gonna say it's been a great show. Thank you, Lisa, for always being my ride or die.
Times.
All right. And until next time, stay NC-17.